Hello creative, welcome back to Adobe TV. After a short break, we are fully back and yes, fully loaded with value as usual. And yes, we are here again for based on a popular demand video which is always on our comment section that Adobe, please provide a full introduction to Vector Ink app. And yes, we landed with the video today, which is our full introduction to Vector Ink. As we all know, Vector Ink is a mobile application app for designing. Let me say it's basically mainly used to design brand logos as it is, let me say, a replica of Adobe Illustrator. As you all know, Adobe Illustrator is a PC based like a software application, but Vector Ink is a mobile application which you can download via Play Store and App Store. And today we are having a full video tutorial on this based on popular demand from Adobe TV subscribers. And yes, why doing this, and the reason why most of this is coming to us is, yes, as at early this month we hit our first 200 subscribers. Congratulations to Adobe TV. And also we hit our first 5,000 views. Another second congratulations, as we are growing every day and we are going big. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to Adobe TV, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to get notified when another video is uploaded on Adobe TV. And don't forget to share every single video on Adobe TV. And this particular video you are watching right now, don't forget to like and don't forget to drop your comments. Anything you feel like about the video, kindly drop it. If you have any question, kindly drop it. If your comments are not attended to early, which is not always be, your comments are always attended to, you can reach me via WhatsApp. My description, my details is available under the video description. You can hit me via Instagram, on Facebook, on Pinterest, on Behance, on WhatsApp, as my phone number to reach me is provided already there as Adobe Visuals. When you have any question or you have any project you'd like me to help you lay my hands on, Adobe. So let's dive into this based on popular demand. So I've searched online for different videos to see if it has been provided, but to my greatest surprise, even on YouTube here, it's not up to 2 or 3 channels that provided an introduction to Vector Ink app. But the introduction they provided also is not a full introduction to Vector Ink, but a short video on introduction to Vector Ink. But today on Adobe TV, I bring to you a full introduction to Vector Ink app, which consists of all the tools that are in Vector Ink and how to use them, what each of them works for, their name and everything provided in this video. Watch closely, gain value with me, and yes, you'll be value loaded on Adobe TV. Let's dive into this and let's go for value. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell. I'm Adobe. So yeah, roll with me as we go fully into the introduction to Vector Ink app, as we have used this for several tutorials as I have said earlier, and that should be like 2 different videos on Vector Ink. You can check it out on Adobe TV. So let's dive into this. If you want to download Vector Ink app, the first thing you should do on your OS phone is to go directly to your Play Store. Yes, Vector Ink is also available on App Store for iOS users. So here we are. Go to your search bar and type in Vector Ink and click on search. Having this, we have it right here, which is Vector Ink right here. Pardon, I might not be able to be using this particular guy. I'm using to illustrate this thing here every time, so pardon my mind skipping that. So let's go, let's click on this. Clicking on that, you see I already installed mine and is up to date as well. Yeah, we have the last update version of Vector Ink. This is what is there: fixed text to patch for imported fonts and every other thing right here. So let's go to this. The next thing for you, if you haven't installed it before, is to click on somewhere like this, or it's always display fully, like it will have the icon right here, display as install, and click on the installation and it will install. So this Vector Ink app, as I said earlier, is more like Adobe Illustrator, which is meant for PC users. That's people as Adobe Illustrator is a software used on PC. You can use it on your laptop as well. So here is it. After the installation of this app, the next thing after successful installation, as I said, is to open your Vector Ink app. Right now I might be offing my data because I'm not going to need that anymore. So click on Vector Ink. Clicking on it, okay, let me exit this and reload it from start again. It's supposed to display something. Okay, let's wait for this. Okay, yeah, this is exactly what I'm waiting for. After opening your Vector Ink app, this is the first thing it will display. Yeah, all features you can. I actually wanted to unlock all the feature, but it's rejecting my bank card severally. So if you have a MasterCard, you can buy everything on Vector Ink. As this now, I'm a free user, so I'm limited to some features on it. As if I save now, even you, if you save it now, it will always have a watermark of Vector Ink on your project. So it's advisable, if you know you want to use this for a bigger project, to just buy their premium, which is a one-time purchase of just 2,760 naira. It's just, I think it's $5 something dollars, which is not much to purchase. It's a very easy it's a lifetime. The next thing to do, this stop on this button, this X button, and we have the full interface here. Looking at this interface, you have this one like a pen icon. This pen icon, once you click on it, you can use it to edit and mark some of your projects if you want to delete them. Yeah, you see, and once you have that, you're looking at the top, you see the delete icon and a copy icon if you want to copy the project again. So doing that, there is another one like add. If you click on this add now, let's wait for it to go. It's like you wanting to start a new project. You get wanting to open a new workspace for design. Let's wait for this. Yeah, it's downloading. As I said earlier, it's have different tastings, like you wanted to open another workspace to start your project. So let's don't use this, as I will explain everything for that. Okay, this is it. These are different sizes of your projects. We have the default, which is 700 by 700 pixel size. For a device, that's 360. I think this is an iOS icon. 360 by 648. Others, this is a business card size, Instagram profile size, Instagram post, Instagram story, and you can also use this Vector Ink app to design let me see, flyer, every other thing as well. I hope you're getting it. These are different sizes, even LinkedIn and YouTube. Different sizes: YouTube cover, YouTube thumbnail, YouTube profile. So clicking on any of these, you can start your project. So here we are again. Yes, it's already open a project for me, as I said earlier. So let me just exit this, as we have other things to do right here. So all this is font. Clicking on this add font, let me illustrate this. clicking on this add font. Once you click on it, let's click on it. Is this reading? Okay. Once you click on it, it will redirect you to where your downloaded fonts are. So my downloaded fonts are on Xarchiver Pro. Clicking on this, I'll just click on just once. So I want to import some fonts to Vector Ink. So here I have it. I have something like my fonts right here. My fonts. Looking at this, let's go to design fonts. Let me see. Okay, let me go this way rather. Okay, this is download. I have font here. I have different fonts here. Let me see if I have this month. It's still there. Okay, I have months every. Okay, let me import this. You see, I already imported the font. Do you see how I do that? It's very simple to import fonts. It's like you importing font to Adobe Illustrator and importing font to your other apps on your phone. Or like when you importing font to Pixel app, it's as easy as that. Again, click on add, click on where it's located. Mine is located on Xarchiver. I use it most time for my stuff like archive stuff. So I went to where it is, which is download. I have it here. Let's import another one. This codec Womboard italic. So watch, that is the font again. So done with that. If you look at this down right here, we have home, we have my work, we have tutorials. If you click on this my work, it will display all your projects for you. That is it there. And if you click on these tutorials, it will display some tutorials on YouTube for you, right? If you want to learn from different channels as well. So let's go back home. And yes, the next thing for us to do is to just start our project to have the full introduction to the interface and the tools on Vector Ink. So the next thing for us now is to do what? Click on this. Now we're clicking on that. Let's wait for this to load. So while continuing this, I hope you are gaining something and I hope this video is adding value to you already. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get notified when another video is uploaded on Adobe TV, as we drop value every time. So this is it. I think I've explained this earlier. So without further discussion again, let's just go straight to what we are here for. So I'm clicking on default right now. I'm using the default size for my design. So let me click on it now. Yeah, right here we have it. So right now I'm changing this to I'm rotating my screen right now. Rotating right now, because if I don't rotate it, this is not the complete let me say the complete tools. It's not showing the complete tools as it's portrait like this. So I will put it in landscape. So here we go. Yeah, cool. Here we have it right here. So this is the full tools on Vector Ink, and this is it. Here we have it right here. This square in the middle right here is your workspace. That is where your designs will be inside. Just looking at this, let me scroll this way. Mind you, just watch my fingerprints where I'm scrolling. Looking at this, if I scroll down this way, there is something like dock right here. There's something like dock right here. This particular one, the last one here. So if I click on it right now, it will display the color. Like there, I can change the color of this workspace, but just the square in the middle. So let me just do this. Let me scroll this guy to the back, or let me just use black. Yeah, cool. You see, it's only that square that changes color. So that is your workspace, and that is where all your design will be inside, not out of it. I hope you're getting it. So let's just change this to white. Yes, let's have this. The first tool we have here is the selection tool. the selection tool, and this is the selection tool right here. Selection tool, this is it right here. This is the first icon you are seeing there. If let me click this, and if I click this back, you see right there it says selection tool. Clicking on this, we have the point tool. We have the point tool. I'll name everything for us first before we make use of everything. And here we have the pen tool, and the next one, watch everything I'm clicking and pay close attention so that you won't miss any single thing in this video. It's value loaded once again. So the next one is shapes. These shapes, if you click on it again, right here you are seeing a square shape, but if you click on it again, you have a square, a circle, this star, and a line. I've forgotten the name of the one in the pardon that thing. So the next thing here we have here is the part builder tool. The part builder tool. The part builder tool consists of this draw tool, this eraser tool, this style. Okay, this is the sculpture pen. It's called shapes, or sculpture. And this is let me see, it's the stylus pen. The stylus pen, you see it's locked already. I have no access to it because I'm still a free user. I haven't unlocked it yet, so we will not be making use of that. And the next thing here again, we have the draw tool. This ribbon, we have the ribbon tool, and this also I have no access to it now. And you try to unlock everything before this video, but I'm unable to do so. But since I've already promised this video, this one cannot delay us, so let's continue. You can't have this, and this is the corner tool, and the next one is the gradient color tool, and the last but not the least that we have right here is the text tool to input your text. You see, when I click on it, it directs me to where the fonts, the text to input, and where everything are. So let's go into this. Before we discuss on this guys right here, the one I'm scrolling here, this tools here, let me see, starting from these colors downward, right here. So from there, okay, I already click that. Let me move this away from here. I'm unable to move it. Okay, let me just put it right here so I won't do any mistake clicking on another thing. Okay, here we have it. So the first thing, to make use of our selection tool right here, let's click on the selection tool. We have under the selection tool, we have the constraint tool. We have this, let me call this center or something, because most time it's used to centralize the movement of an object on vector ink. This particular one is the one I'm referring to as the centralization tool. This particular guy with like dots, like it targets on it. So under the selection tool, we have the multiple selection tool, like you select more than one item at a time with this. And also we have the copy tool, and also we have delete tool, and also we have constraint tool. This constraint tool is used here. Let's use the constraint tool now. We have our selection tool click already, so let's click on these shapes, tap on it again, and click on circle. This is how to make use of the constraint tool. Let me draw my circle now. Drawing this circle, this is not a perfect circle. You're looking at it, this is more like an oval shape. So yeah, let's make use of the constraint tool and see the usefulness. So having to draw the shape again, let's click on our selection tool. You see, besides that again, it's spoiled already. We are not having the perfect circle we want. So the next thing, click outside of it, this, and let's click on our shapes again to draw a circle. Now the next step for us to do is to click on our constraint to this. You see that? Now clicking on that, this will give us a perfect circle, not an oval like the early shapes we draw earlier, like the shape we draw earlier. So this is it right here. You see here we have a perfect circle. So clicking on our selection tool, let's bring this here and let's get rid of the first one. You even see that moving it, we can still maintain that shape. And yes, delete. Clicking on this, if you want to reshape this as well, let's use this as sample. Let's use this. You see, we already wrecked the shape. We no longer have a circle. So this arrow right here, let's undo that. Click on the circle again. If you want to resize this, click on the constraint. Clicking on the constraint, you see we can still maintain our perfect circle. And this also, this perfect. And so this particular circle, you see the position the circle is now. This like I said earlier, the target that looks like a target, like let me say, I call it the centralization tool, because where you put it or anything you put in there with it, it will always move it to that same spot, not to a different spot or to a different angle. So let's do this. You see that it's not moving x-way or anywhere apart from that same spot, but reducing the size. If you notice this, the constraint tool is on and this central tool is also on as well. So the next thing, let's go to guys, okay, let me mess this up. Our point tool, pardon me if I'm going off way with this my tools I'm using here. This my recording stuff. Okay, this is the point tool. Let's click on this selection tool and click on shapes. Click on it again, and yes, you have a, let's draw a rectangle. You can have a perfect rectangle because we did not use our constraint tool. Coming back to the selection tool, okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, and this, let's bring it right here. Here we have this, and clicking on this point tool, you know this, if you click on this and you see this, you have to click on one at a time. So clicking on this or this one here, you can have this here. Have this here, and with that we can bring this also. This is the work of the let's keep my mind of the point tool. Yeah, of the point tool. And this also, you see this selection, let me see, multiple selection tool. If we click on this, okay, let's go back again, and this, and let's do this. You see what we do there? We are able to move more than 2 points at a time with this multiple selection tool. I hope you get it. Let's move this back again, and let's off this and select this tool as well. Yeah, cool. So let's move this. You see how we move them. This is the work of everything. And this too, you see, it doesn't even display the name, so there's no way I can know the name of this. But looking at the icon, we can see that's a cut tool or something. Let's see its work and what it does right here, because I don't use it. You see, it add another point actually. Smith add another point. So here we have it. Let's try to move this. Okay, now we have this as well. It add another point to the points that we have there. So the next one we'll do is okay, to the next tool. The next tool we have right here is the pen tool. The pen tool. This pen tool, if you are familiar with Adobe Illustrator, you should know what this pen tool is. So click on this selection tool. Let's get rid of this shape. We don't need it. We don't need it. We need to draw a new shape to use this pen tool. Okay, let's draw this and have this. We have another shapes here, so let's get rid of it. We don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need it. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, successfully done. So here we go again. Our pen tool, here we have it right here. Clicking on this pen tool, clicking on it, you see this, you can use it to create points without using any other shape. And this as well, let's click on our selection tool and get rid of this tool. Now let's click on it again. This is pen tool. If I click on this point and I click on this point again, why not releasing my hand? I can control this. You see, creating another one again without releasing my hand, I can have this, and another one again, and let's close it right here. You see how I close it? When I'm done with that, let me redo it again. Click the first one, click another point, bend this, another point, bend this, another point, bend this, and I click on this, the next point that we start from. I click on it to close everything together. So watch, successfully closed. That is what I did there. So again, if you want to reshape this, you can just click on it and just adjust while releasing your hand. I hope you're seeing it. And another one here again, why not releasing your hand? You can do that perfectly with ease. So the next one we are using right here again is shape. Shapes again. We've used shape before, but we use it to illustrate the different usage of the tools we used earlier. I hope you are getting it. If you are gaining value, don't forget to drop a comment. Anything you feel about this video, drop it in the comment section. It will all be attended to. Any question you might have, it will be attended to. If it's not attended to in time, check the description of this video. My WhatsApp contact is there. You can reach me via WhatsApp, reach me via Facebook, reach me via Pinterest. You can as well reach me via Instagram as Adobe Visuals. That's my brand name. Search it on every platform, be it Behance, be it on Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram. You see me there. And as well, my WhatsApp number is provided for you to have easy access to me when you have any question. I have a lot of subscribers that do come to my DM whenever they have a question to ask, and I always attend to every single one of them. So let's continue again. You need to select this. Don't select that. Let's get rid of this. Okay, yeah, going back to the shapes, we have this right here. So let's go for this shape, be a square, because we are making use of the square right now. So let me draw this out of this my workspace, using my tool and to zoom this out again. So having this, let's come here, the selection tool. Cool. And now let's go here. From that selection tool, I will jump to this. Let me jump that. Let's do it step by step. Let's make it a step by step stop. So the next thing is this part builder. Too. We'll have to jump it, but we are still coming back for it. Simply because this part 2 is not something I'll just do for you, like a short introduction to it. I'll do it for you fully, that you may understand what the part 2 is for. The part builder tool, if we click on this part builder tool, there are other tools under it, like the sculpture, the eraser tool, the shape remover tool, and this other tool as well. Okay, the draw tool or the pen tool as well. It has its own pen tool to shape out some things also. So this is it. Let's move to the draw tool. This draw tool, I personally don't use it most time because I don't actually, let me say I don't know how to draw. I know how to draw, but actually if you look at this, it has a sculpture, and the sculpture isn't unlocked for the usage of eye. So look at this. You can use this to draw a lot of things. Let me see, I want to draw now. I can just use this to draw let me say cartoonish elephant leg. With the mix of shape, but don't let us put that in action now. This tool is a draw tool. As you've seen, you can use it to draw anything. I hope you're getting it. You can use it to draw anything you like, but you just have to watch your hand, because you see how this particular guy is moving. You have to go with ease on it. So the next thing is the ribbon tool. Let's get rid of these two drawing we made right here. Okay, now let's go to the ribbon tool. Here we have the ribbon tool. This ribbon tool is like you having a shape like this square shape. Now let's just put it into action. Now let's use it. Here's the ribbon tool. Looking at this, we have like 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 points on this particular shape right here. If you click on this shape at this angle here, you click on it, but do not release your hand until you create your ribbon. We have this, it will open its mouth right here. You see right here, this is like creating a black space, and you can also color it as well. And clicking on this one at this edge, you see this ribbon, you can use it to open a lot of things when you are determined on the kind of thing you are using this ribbon for. This ribbon, I personally don't use it because the usage of some of the tools on most apps, and particularly vector ink, is if you don't need it, don't use it, because it's like you starting as a newbie using PixelLab. You will want to use your first time designing with PixelLab, you will want to use every single tool on it, and with that you will produce a bad design. I know most of us can relate with this when we start out as a PixelLab designer. You want to use every single tool from 3D to every single tool on PixelLab, and with that you post your design, your first design as a newbie. So it's normal starting out, but this now I don't use just every single tool on every app if I don't need them. I only use the one I need, but it doesn't mean I don't know how to use other tools. I just don't need them, just like this ribbon. If you don't need it, don't use it. I hope you get it. So the next one right here that we are going to is the corner tool. So let's click on this man right here with the selection tool. We are getting rid of him. You are delete. Let's select the whole thing and get rid of it. See the way I select it, clicking on the selection tool, and I draw a square shape around everything. So let's draw a shape again. we have it right here. Cool. Now let's come here, click on the corner too. You see we have just 4 points because we call it a corner. You can't use a side like the other one of ribbon and call it a corner, so it doesn't work that way with this corner too. It only works if there is a corner, and trust me, you can't use this for a circle but shapes that has a corner. I hope you're getting it. So let me use my hand to zoom this. Okay, cool. So I'll click on this, the first 2 dots, and I will slide in my hand in between, both in and out of it, from, let's say, from here, outer and backward, just to form my rounded corner. So hope you're getting it. So let's go. Watch my hand. You see, activated. Have to show very place. I will not permit it. Yeah, cool. That's my first rounded one. We should do this one perfectly. Okay, my thumb is becoming watery, so it's hard to make this work out perfectly. Yeah, cool. I think this one should. Yeah, good. So you can make your own perfect once you do it with ease. So let's click on the selection tool. We already done with using the corner tool. Let's bring it right here. You see, most time I'm already using my hand to centralize everything. We still get to the point that we use the tool, the original tool, to centralize this. So let's come to this, and here we have the next tool. At this side we have the gradient tool and the text tool. The gradient tool and the text tool, these two. But right now we might be making use of just one, which is the gradient tool. So let's click on this, and I'll be drawing from my left to the right. So yeah, from my left to my right. Yeah, I have it, but I don't want this. I might want to delete this. I actually needed a square shape for this. Let's say we use this as experiments for the square shape. Pardon, for the corner shape. So let me draw this. Let me have this. Yeah, cool. Now let me go back to the gradients, and let me draw this again from the left to right. Cool. Now right, we have it right here. So let's zoom this in. Bringing this selection tool. Okay, I'm bringing this particular guy outside. Yeah, we are done with all these parts right here. We are done with everything. We are done with the parts, I mean from this end downward, all the tools that are there, we are done with them. So the next tool we are coming to right now is the tools, all the tools right here at this my right hand. Every single tool right here, we are going to work with everything, and with that we might create a brand identity logo, agency name. Yeah, so let's go. We are creating something with this before the end of the video, so don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. That's all. Okay, let's continue with this video. Let's continue. Let me bring this guy to this side. I think this video, are you sure you're getting value? If you are getting value, don't forget to thumb up. Don't forget to like the video. You might love to share it. Don't forget to share it if you are gaining something and it's really giving you what you intend to get from it. So clicking on this shape here, we have this first one right here. I might not be naming all these the tools at this side, but these first two guys is the color tool. The first one, the first shade, the first color shade is the main color tool, and this one is the outer line, let me say the border color of your shape or design. I hope you're getting it, border color. So this first one right here is the transform tool. Let's transform to using the width, the first width. We can increase the width of this shape. Watch how it increases, and also we can increase the height. Are you looking at that shape, and are you looking at how the size is increasing with this? And also rotation. Are we sure we need to use this rotation? Even hearing that word rotation, you should know what this tool, this particular one, does. It rotates the shape of this. Done rotating. Let's bring it back to its normal state. Using the undo button. Now cool. So the next shape here, this my particular guy right here, do I name this? No. Okay, let's move to skill. This particular skill is like you bending, or it slanted the shape, or a text. But we'll be making use of this skill when we are doing the brand identity of agency name. I hope you'll be able to do that. So let's use this skill first. Skill X. Watch the shape and watch its movement. This skill, let's use skill 1. Okay, yeah, good. You look at that, you see how I screw it. So let's bring it back again, and let's screw in Y side and in X side. So let's bring everything back to its normal place. That's what the skill works for. Well, using it on shape, you won't see the work very well until we use it on test. You get? So don't let's use it now. Let's use everything one by one without rushing. So the next one here is the object tool. This object, you can use it to bring an object that is from the back. You can use it to bring it to the front. You can use it to group objects, and you can use it to bring one object from one side, turning it from left to right. So let's use this as a sample. Let's copy this. Let's on the constraint tool, and I don't want it to go far more than it. Okay, cool. So let's select one of them. Let's click on this object tool, and let's shift this up. I think okay, this is one of them is up or one of them is down, but this object will tell us which one is up and which one is down. Clicking on the first one, brought forward, you see that there is a line you are seeing there before, but it's no longer showing it because the one beneath now is under it, and this one says send backward. You will see that line appears again, and this one, and then we will have like 3 different objects. Now let's just copy this. You have to put everything into practical. I need to move this down. Yeah, cool. So let's select the guy in the middle. Okay, and let's go back again. So this brought to front. When we brought this to front, you see it's only showing the shape of the one we brought it to front. That is the shape that is in the middle. the shape that is in the middle. And when we click on it again, send to back, you see it's only after we send the one in the middle to the back, it's only showing the complete shape of the first object at the top and the second object which is down, but the one in the middle it's at the back already. So this, let's click on this and let's change the position. You see, flip X, you see how it's flipping the color from one side to the other. It's like flipping an object or flipping a text. When you use a text and you want to flip it upside down, or flip X, and using flip Y, let's use this gradient so that this thing will show that it's flip from flip Y to flip X. Let's move this up and bring this down. Okay, cool. So let's go back to our selection tool, selecting this again. Look at this, flip Y. You see how the color changes from up to down. The flip X is from left to right and the flip Y is from up to down. And this is group action button. So we want to group these three objects together now. So let's select this, selecting that, let's click on this cancel button. And I told you this particular hand guide that has a one finger in the middle is the selection, multiple selection tool. You have to click on it, selecting that, select this last one and select the middle one, select the last one. We already select the three of them. Now coming to our transform or our object tool, now we click on this group objects, group action button, this particular one right here. Clicking on it, we are grouping the three of them together. You see it's a group, we already grouped them. Now we can move them together all at once. And if you notice something here, they only have one particular shape in common, which means they are now in uniform. They are now one, they are no longer separated, they have been grouped into one. So clicking back on our object tool, let's ungroup them with this tool right here, with this tool right here. You see that? Let's ungroup them, ungroup. So you see they're already back to normal. We can select each one of them, which already has been signified by the shapes themselves. Now the next one is our centralization tool. Our centralization tool, alignment. You know, there is centralization among them. That's why I use that rather. So this is it. Let's click on just one of them right here. Cool. So let's go back to our alignment tool. So clicking on the middle alignment, you see it's bringing it back to its normal workspace, which is the perfect place for it to be. As I said earlier, this is the workspace you use, not outside of it, but we use that outside on purpose. So aligned, and this also, and here we have this. We're looking at this, they are not exceeding the square box, they are only inside of it, not exceeding it at all. I hope you're seeing this. That is what the alignments work for. And I use this both. If you want to center a middle align a text or an object, use these two guys that are signified here. That is the center and middle aligned. That is what both of them work for. The remaining four guys, they work for both up and down and side alignment. So the next one we have here is the boolean tool. This boolean tool, I will use just one for us here. Okay, let me use this. I need to use the constraint and the center. This my center guide tool. So here we have it. This is the shape. So the next thing for me now is to have another shape right here, a circle. Drawing this circle and this constraint tool, let me use them. I have this So let me go back to my selection tool, clicking on that already. So I'll come up here to this my color to this one right here, clicking on that. You see it's transparent. Let me change it to color white, to a white color rather, and let me bring this back as well, bringing that back. We already have a color white, so let me align this to the middle of my design. Okay, so we have this, and the next thing, this my board, let me change the color to, okay, let me change this to a yellow color. So this is a yellow color, but I want the middle of this rectangular shape to be transparent, that the yellow will show in between, like in the middle. So the next thing for me now to do is to, I already have my selection tool picked, so is to click what, just say it, click on the multiple selection tool, because I have two different shapes right here. Click on multiple selection tool, click on the circle, click on the rectangle as well. Clicking on this, I'll come here to my boolean, and the next thing is to subtract. You see, I subtract that white circle from the normal color others. So you see what I meant now. This is the perfect thing I want to subtract anything. Like you might be designing, and when you use the part builder tool, there are some stubborn shapes that are still left out, but using the color to differentiate them, you can subtract them. I hope you're getting it. So let's move on to the next. This is the stroke sizing tool, which is the stroke. Okay, fine, let me change this my color to white again. Let me change it to white again. Yeah, I have it. So let me click on this. The border color, as I said earlier, is, let's click on this white one and let's change the color to green. We already have it in green color, right? Okay, and it's not showing, so the stroke will give us that. So let's increase the stroke width. Let's increase your object stroke width. You can also input the size you want. I'll be getting it. You can also include the size you want. This is not giving me what I wanted. Yeah, cool, that's the color. You see, I changed the stroke color, and this is the stroke size right here. The stroke size is it already decreased to 1. Now let me input it and decrease it to 0. The reason why that did not go in the first place is because I failed to select that before I removed the stroke. So the app was like, which one did you want to input? So the app just, okay, let me input it. So you see that after I select that object, and now I see the stroke normal width size, which is 15. Cool. And the stroke dash, including the stroke dash, which is 2. Let me see this stroke gap. Watch that shape. The stroke gap will increase. Let me just decrease this to the stroke width, let me decrease it to 0. Let me mark this, and let me increase this again, and let me decrease this. I want this stroke dash to show very well. I want it to show. This stroke gap is like, yes, it's like having a dotted line. Yeah, cool. I already exceeded it, so let me just use 15. Yeah, you see, it's as dotted line. It's just like dotted line, not like the normal width size that we use. You know, before it was 0. So 0. If we have 0 now, we have the normal stroke width, which is the normal straight perfect line. So and also to have the next one, let me zoom this so we can have a perfect view of this very well. Let's click on it again. Let's come down here. These guys right here, these tools here, pardon the way I use guy, that's what I use to address objects sometimes. These 6 tools right here is used to address the edges of your shape. I hope you're getting it. It's used to address the edges of your shape. And right here, if we use this first one, let's use this top one right here and this guy together. You see the edge, you see it's pointed. Let's use it with this. You see how this is right now, and let's use it with this watch and with this. These two, like all of them work together in two, not like using them differently. They work like this, two. That is how they are based in the edges is always powerful, but you can use them differently depending on what you are using them for. I hope you're getting it. Like using this one now, and I'm using this. You see that I'm using this with this or this. You see it's pointed, or this. I'm using this with this as well. That is how it works. So let's go again, and the next one is the shadow blur settings. This shadow blur, when I increase it to 40, that is the size. The way I move, I don't want to move this. The way I click and the updates I click, that is how it's. Oh my god, you see this coming already. Well, that's a little crash from my application. Okay, yeah, we are back now. So this is the blur, the shadow blur I'm using when I'm selecting anything right here on this interface. I hope you're getting it. So let's go. We don't need that. And here we have the layers. This is what we call layers. And these layers, clicking on it, this that we have used is, if I click on this, it will hide every other thing, but it will show only this shape right here. This shape that I used, it will only show this. But if I click on this layer 1, if I click on it, it will show every shape that we used. You see, it shows the first black one that is there. We are using everything on one layer, the second one, and this compact part, that is the one we join together. And on the layer 1, it shows everything at once. I hope you're getting it. And if I want to select any of them from the layers to delete them, if I'm unable to click them from here, just click on the layers and click on this part 1. You see it has been selected already. Click on cancel, get rid of it, and click on the layers again. The second part has been selected, and I'll get rid of it. And the last part, this, I can get rid of it and get it deleted away. That is how it works. And let me just do that right away. Delete. I don't need it, we don't need it again. So we have a clean layer now. And this one right here is the toggle grid. And now we are going to the final stage of this tutorial. This toggle grid, we'll be using it in making a perfect size, repetition of sizes to have a perfect size of the design we are making. So let's go to this. Clicking on this toggle grid, you see we have some lines here just like rulers. You see right here, with this shape we can have a perfect sizing of everything we have, that everything will be in the same size. I hope you're getting it. Everything will be in the same size. And the grid size I want to use to have the perfect sizing, if I zoom this out, check the grid lines, like check the edges and see if all this line will be the same. If I start increasing the grid size here, it's, you know, even number and odd number they can be, you can't divide some odd number with the same thing, like you can't get the same number to divide them. I hope you're getting what I mean. So click on this, watch. This is exactly what I'm going to. Exactly. Watch this line. Oh, let me make this perfect. Watch this line. This particular line right here. And watch this. If you look at this, these are perfect two square size of the same size and shape. But looking at this, they are not perfect with this black line. The black line that is showing very well, the two squares are not perfect with it. That is exactly what I'm saying, because these figures we have right here, they are odd. So with that, let me just click on the figure and input mine as 50 and check this out. I have the perfect sizing of the two edges, which is this two perfect shape and two perfect shape right here. That will give me exactly what I want. So here we go. And also, if you want to do anything like this and you want to have a perfect shaping, always have this on. Always have this on. The snapping magnets icon here. This one, this colored one. This should show very well. This right here. That's the snapping off, snapping on. So let me click on this burger icon and coming to this, clicking on this snapping. I have snap to bond, snap to curve, snap to grid, snap to size. So I have everything in perfect sizing, like perfect. Everything will be perfect. I don't know how I want to put this, but I hope you all are getting me. So here we have it right here. Let me go to my shapes. Coming to my shapes right here, I have a circle. As I said earlier, click on constraint and let me have this from the scale from center. Scaling from center. So let me click on the selection tool and let me come to my alignment section. So let me center align this, center align this and this on this and constraint. Now let's watch. This guy already moved out of its position. I knew it. Okay, fine. Looking at this, I want you to take note of something. Looking at this, if you look at this, we have this circle inside just 4 square and it's perfect on the line. It's perfect on the line. And with this, you know, if I draw another circle, I will have the same size. I hope you're getting it. So let's do this. We are drawing 5 of this. So let me click on this, click on the centralization guy and the constraint and copy. Now I have the copy already. Let me click on this again, it's out, and let me bring this another 1, 2. So let's copy again and on this you have that already. Let's zoom this in a little bit to see everything perfectly. Copy. Oh, we missed that. No. Okay, let's copy this again, duplicated, and let's do this again. Now good. So let's copy and the centralization, and let's bring this up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need 1 more to make it 5. Oh, we do that again. We made that mistake we made again. Okay, centralize this and bring this. Yeah, perfect. So we have this right here. So the next thing for us to do is to select everything together. We are selecting this together. So having the selection tool selected, so you have everything right here grouped together. So let's draw this. We didn't draw that perfectly. Let me zoom this to where small one is dry. Okay, all selected. Now since we've selected that, next thing for us to do is to group everything together as I told you earlier. So let's come here. Grouped. We've grouped them. So let's bring this right here to this edge. Cool. So the next step for us to do is to copy this. It's been grouped already, so it will still remain grouped, and bring this right here to the end of this. That's too much. We are still having them all in the same space. Cool. So we have this right here. You have both of them in right here, and looking at all the shapes and the grid lines we make, they are all in perfect size, and everything are the same size. So when you are using your grid, calculate your sizing very well and the shapes you want to use, so as to get the perfect size for everything. And one last shape I think I did not use here, which you might make use of yourself, is this line shape. Clicking on this line shape, you can draw something like this. Yes, this line shape, let me use it right here for you. If you click on this with this snapping on, it will give you a perfect positioning that the line are on the same line with the other shape you are bringing it in. So let's draw this. Okay, selection tool. Let's bring this. Watch this. Let me off this snapping. This snapping, it work normally is supposed to give me a direction that this line is in line with the other tools right here. I hope you're getting it, but let me off this my grid. And see the outcome. It's still not giving me. I don't know why it's showing this. So let's just toggle this on. Toggle it on. Okay, cool. So that's how to draw your line, and you can as well expand it to your satisfaction, like satisfied length. So let me get rid of this, and let's go to this, and let's finalize this. Oh wow, okay, cool. So we have this already. So let's click this first one. We are grouping everything now, so as to be able to do what we intend to do with them. So right here on group, as I told you earlier, you see what I clicked on, you see every single shape is showing by itself. And this also, click on this and on group. So on grouping everything now, and having our selection tool right here, we select everything together, all the shapes right here. Everything has been selected. So now we are making use of, guess the tool we are making use of. Oh, I know you might have forgotten, but don't forget to subscribe. And yes, don't forget to like the video if you've gained value on Adobe TV. Click on the like button, subscribe, click on the notification bell to get notified when another video is uploaded. So right here, the part builder tool, as I told you earlier, we'll be making use of it. The part builder tool right here. So having the part builder tool selected, you see this, watch as it load, and the lines here in this shape that we selected, everything will change. Okay, cool. It has been selected. So right here, let's zoom this so as to be able to have everything perfectly done. So we are starting from this edge. So the shape that we need is what we'll be cutting out of this. I hope you're getting it. The shape we need is what we'll be cutting out of all this whole thing. Once we get it selected, it will change its color, and the color it changed is what will be produced out for us. So let's go. Okay, I think my tips, my fingerprint is all over the phone, so it selects more than what I needed. So I'll have to click on my selection tool, and this will be spoiled. I knew it. So let me just click back on undo, and I have to reselect this again, but 1 minute. So right here, let's select everything again with the selection tool on. Yeah, cool. All has been selected. So I'll pass builder to again. That's been selected. I think we also made an error the other time. Yeah, that's the error I remember. So instead, we are supposed to click on this sculpture tool, but we failed to do that. This sculpture tool, we are supposed to click on it. So clicking on this now, clicking on the sculpture tool. So we are selecting this out only. So starting from here, so with this we are clearing off some of these guys with this clean eraser tool. We don't need the ones we don't need. We are clearing them off right now. These angles, we don't need them.
Don't like the lights, but it's camera time. Said take the picture, but you rolled your eyes. Now I'm mortified and still terrorized. Push me behind to get me from my better side. I wanna push you back.
Oh, be getting rid of this again. It's not producing what we want. Actually, it's not producing this. So let me click on this pack again. If it's not producing this, you are not finalizing this, because I want us to see this perfectly and do it perfectly. So right here, so I haven't selected this right here. Let's zoom again. Let's start from here. Okay, so let's use the eraser tool right here. Let's get rid of this sculpture tool. Let's use this. And let's use this pen to clean this and to redraw this. Yeah, okay. Now I see where the error is. This kind of error occurs most time when the lines are not joining very well. So let's go back again. Let's click this. Now cool. So if we zoom this now, you will see these lines. The lines right here are not joining together. With this, we can't have a perfect shape of this at all. We can't. We will be unable to do it if we continue from today till tomorrow. So let's do this. Let's zoom this and let's select this guys one by one, selecting them one by one. So let's click on selection tool. Let's click on the selection tool. The multiple selection. Let's have this. Okay, I think it's still grouped, right? Let's repeat. Okay, cool. So let's zoom this. Let's do the same thing with the other one as well. Very good. Let's use the multi-group selection tool to select this. Now done. So let's group them into one. Now group. So done with this. Let's zoom this. And let's move them. There's an error here, there's an error here. Now we've seen the error. We have another shape right here. Which we will need to get rid of before we can be able to achieve this. So this is like what I said, what I mean the other time, like when we have any other shapes that will not be making use of, and it may be hidden, which you might not know, it will probably give us a tough time before achieving what we are supposed to achieve. So let's get rid of this. let's get rid of this. So having this constraint again, let's bring everything back to their normal places. And this as well. And my snapping. Okay. We are having an error field work here. Let's copy this. And let's bring this. I would have loved to just pause the video and just get it resolved, but I want us to learn from everything right here. I want us to learn from everything right here. I want us to learn from this. Let's check this again. Any error? Border one. Okay. Now let's try to work this out once again. And yes, the sculpture too once again. So here we are, the grease has already been corrected, so as not to take much of our time, everything was revamped. I had to delete everything and resize it again to make everything perfect, as the first one we had has some shapes beneath it which make us have some error, which doesn't make them all align very well. So this is it right here. As I said earlier, we have to use the selection to select every single thing right here. Everything is not selected, so we have to reselect it. Not selected again. Let's zoom this in a little bit. Okay, so right here, selected. So the patch builder tool selected, all checked. So we are going for the final project here. So let's zoom this in. Okay, so and we are cutting out the sculpture tree again. Okay, Yeah, cool. You know, as I said earlier, it will show a blue icon, which means this is just the shape that it will bring out for us. This is what we needed here. This is what we want to bring out of all these things that we drew earlier. So let's go right here. So now to bring this out perfectly, we are going to click on our selection tool. Hope you haven't forget the selection tool, which is right here. So clicking on that, we have this here. Cool. Don't having this, you know, the next thing we have to do, let's turn this our toggle, let's turn it off. Come back here, toggle grid off already. So the next thing here, we change our color, change this background color. Let's now here we have different color palettes inside of this dock here. So we are clicking on these three dots, right here. Clicking on these three dots, this will bring to us different color palettes, and clicking on this burger icon right here, click on it, and here we have different color palettes right here, but we are going for this one for this project. Clicking on it, click the X button and click on this color right here. But this we are using a black color, so let's bring this back. Yeah, that's it. But for our main design, which is this, so we click on this, as I said earlier, this white one right here. So we click on the orange color we need, and the border color, the width color rather. So we click on this one, watch this, and we bring this to 0, the stroke width to 0. Cool. Now we are having nothing right here. So let's reduce the size, clicking on constraint and the centralization man, and let's a little bit more. And yes, lest I forget, we are going to make use of the scale tool again right here. So let's shift this to the back a little, and let's go to our text, as I said earlier. So our text right here, down here, click on text, click on this text button here which says test. So let's say agency me and me, and click on save. It's not displaying, right? Let's go to our layer. As I mentioned earlier, it is in our layer. So you see this point text, click on it. Clicking on that already, it has already selected the text for us. So the next thing for us is to change the color to the visible one, which is different from black. The color will be white. So let's bring this down right here to white color. So cool, we have agency me right here. So let's bring this down. So let's click on this man and reduce this. So click on the constraint and off everything. Okay, cool. Let's bring this down again and a little bit forward and down. Yeah, so let's change the name, the font rather. Click on this one here, not the former font we click on. So the one right here is what you are going to click on. Click on it and come to font. We are not using the codec, we are using this Azeri Sans board, this agency me for this. So the next thing for us is to come back here, the scale we used before, the scale as I told you earlier, not this, not here, yeah, this. So let's scale this, scale X, no, yeah, a little scale we do. Okay, let's bring this back a little. Okay, let's increase the size of this. And clicking on this, let's increase this a little bit. Let's off this too, on off this toggle as well. Click on this, let's on this. Yes, and here we have agency me. Let's reduce this. The size should align with the brand name. The sizing should be perfect, I mean. So click on this. We have agency me right here. Click on this, bring this forward a little bit. This key again might need you a little bit. Yeah, cool. Selection tool. You see what I did there? Cool, that's it. So let me come to this, my alignment, and I need something more spectacular here. Okay, cool. We have this agency me. And we're done with this, but there is still something telling me this logo need an adjustment. That is the brand identity need an adjustment. But yes, we are done with this for today. The introduction to vector ink, the complete introduction. But also to save this, click on this burger icon. You see save and exist. And yes, one more thing before I forget, import. We can import your let's say you have a score rough sketch. Now you have a rough sketch. Now the next thing for you is to just click on import. Click on import. Once you click on import, it will redirect you to your gallery or to your file manager, and there you will locate where your sketch is, and then you will import it into vectoring for you to vectorize it on vectoring, just like the way you vectorize you first vectorize your logo, the way you sketch it inside your drawing book first, or a brand identity or anything you sketch before you bring it down here. So here is it. When you're done, you click on save and exist. So it's saving. I hope you gain something. I hope you learn something. I hope you gain value as well. Adetife. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share. Drop anything you feel about this video. Drop comments. Drop what you feel like. Drop what you gain. Drop anything you feel like dropping, and also watch our previous video on vector ink and also other valuable video available on this channel. Once again, I'm Adetife. Thanks for watching. See you on our next video tutorial. Bye.